Hey ManCave, this is Bob for DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, and today's the next episode in the Free-moN N-Scale module build called Taconite Harbor. Let's see what we have for you today. So these are the DC Concepts alignment dowel sets. You can get an installation set, it comes with the drill bits that you need and a couple sets of pins, or you can get the extra pins which come 4 sets in each package. What you do is you put your boards together where they're going to be, where they're going to be lined up, where you want them to be, and you drill a pilot hole with this drill bit. And then you separate them and you drill a 13 millimeter hole right through the middle where your alignment hole was. After you do both of those halves, I'd put them back together again, make sure everything's lined up where they're supposed to be, and that the holes are all lined up and straight through. And then once you're good with that, separate the boards again, and then you put this 19 millimeter hole drilling bit in there and make a outer lip. You just put it down just a little bit, probably just the depth of one of these pins, and that will have it set inside with in the hole. So you put some wood glue around the pins, stick them in the hole. I would put both halves together where you are going to have them so they're all lined up, and let it dry with the pins in their place, and then you're good to separate it later. Okay, today I'm going to try installing these alignment pins, DC Concepts, and these are 0 tolerance. They do not shift back and forth like some of the other ones you find on eBay, and the ones I've used on my train station module. They're not perfectly alignment, so I couldn't find these when I was building that module, so now I have some, and on to this project I go. I have a 3.5 inch board. I made a mark with my ruler, 1 3/4 inches down. Just kind of laid it right there. Made my little mark down underneath that corner, and that way it's going to not be in the way of these corner pieces, and on both sides they'll line up and be able to drill right through without a problem. Did the other one on the other side as well. So I'm going to take this 3 millimeter drill bit that came with the installation kit. Keep this as level as possible, drill all the way through, and then I'll be on to my next step. Okay, now that my pilot hole is drilled, I can separate these two halves. Before I had done the drilling, of course, I made sure I had these exactly where I wanted them. Everything's level, everything was flush with the top, because that's my gauge for where the alignment should be. And once I get these in there, then I can take these off, and I'm going to be drilling from the inside, from the face inward. Okay, after drilling it about that deep, I'm going to take the flat end, the non-pin end, the female end basically. Just going to set it in there and see if I can feel any lip sticking out. And now that looks just flush, so that's just deep enough. Now do the other hole. Okay, now that I have that 19 millimeter hole drilled to the depth that I need, I'm going to use the 13 millimeter and drill this centerpiece out for the shaft of the pin. Okay, now that I have that 13 millimeter hole drilled in the middle of that, I can just take this pin, slide it in, and it's going to be where it needs to be. Do the other side, And all the other holes, do the same thing with that. My alignment pins will be ready to be glued in and set in place. Okay, got all the holes drilled. Now it's time to apply some glue. I'm using my Gorilla Wood glue for this. Get it out there. Keep the glue off my fingers, but doesn't really matter, it's just wood glue. Okay, that's a good amount of glue right there. So I'm going to take it, slide it in. If you got any glue that comes out on the edges, just wipe it off. And there it is on the inside there. I may just put a little bit of glue on the back side there to secure it down in there. And do the rest of them. Okay, now that I have my pins in both sides, obviously I got the two male ends over on this side and the female on the other. I'm going to see how they work, see how they line up. Everything seems to be lining up, which is a good sign. And I'm going to take these clamps and clamp them together while they dry. And I'm going to clamp them near where they line up. There we go. Come on, open up, there we are. Clamp them down tight, and everything's lined up right where I want it to be. There's no overlap on the boards, which is good. So this system worked out as advertised. Now I'm going to let these dry for a while, and then I'll do another module and get those pins put in. So as I was tinkering with my 3D printing designs of the walkways that go on top of the trestles on the dock, there's a portion there that in reality it's a curved track that comes off the docks, and they're mounted on top of trestles as well, going over to the ground level and the rest of the track that's mounted on the ground. So in order to do that, I had to figure out a way to make a curve using the straight pieces, because my Tinkercad program doesn't quite make a nice radius kind of curve that I would need to design it, and I didn't want to mess with it too much, so I widened this track area up a little bit so that it would have a little bit of leeway and give for the curved track. And then I put in spacers in here after I tilted these like 4 degrees to make a curve. And so as you can see, it's kind of curved. So I'm going to attempt to follow the actual track plan, which will be somewhere right along this timeline or a track line here. And there's another one of these that I'm going to have to put in right up here, and goes over on top of the trestle to get it all squared to going straight from this point. So that's what I'm working on now. I'm printing a couple more of these out. I'll need to print 2 more at this point just to get started and see how things line up on both ends. So I'm going to try and do this and make it look more equal to what it really does in real life. So I got my 3D printer running here, printing those other two curved track decking that the track's going to sit in. So I got two of those printing away. It's about 70% done, so another about 27 minutes before it's done. I am using a Bamboo Lab X1 carbon. Maybe someday I'll get an H2D or C and see how that works. But those are a lot more expensive than this one is. And so right now I'll just muddle through with what I have, because this is working just fine. Also I just recently bought this Series X Tetris dryer modification from EBOS. EBOS right there. And that dries the filament in all the slots and keeps it at a nice dry air status. And so right now I got like 10% right in that one and 16% in this one, and so forth and so forth. If I have new filament that hasn't been stored in a bag or something like that, I'll throw that in here, run the heater up, and have it do some drying action for about 4 hours, and then it just will stay there. So that's how that works. And you can print while it's drying too, so that's always good. Okay, I've got this dock area looking more like a workbench and kind of a trash collector space right now, sawdust and tools and everything else on there. But I have all of my sections connected together and have installed all the alignment pins. These two sections over here are, actually these right here are gluing right now. Those are the last ones I just put in. The other ones have been glued in place for a while. Got them clamped so that the glue dries in the place that the pins are going to line up. So if there was any slop in the holes that I drilled, the alignment pins would align themselves to where they need to be, and the glue would hold them in place. So that's where I'm at with that. I did a couple repairs on this leg corner right here. This part right at the top was sticking out too far. It wasn't square. So I removed the board, clamped it in place, re-screwed it and glued it down. And then these leg pockets had to be repositioned a little bit because everything kind of shifted over and things weren't lining up correctly anymore. So new holes had to be made. Down on this curved piece down here, due to a miscalculation and reading my plans for that end section right down there, everything got pushed outward 3/4 of an inch. Because this board down on the other end, I put it on face to face with this one instead of right there on the edge like that one is. And so everything got shifted over a little bit. That section down there is a little bit smaller now by about 3/4 of an inch, narrower than it was supposed to be, but it all lines up anyway, so that's still a good outcome for me in the long run. So waiting for the glue to dry, and then I think I'm going to start cutting some of the bracing that goes in between some of those thicker sections there, just to keep that fascia nice and tight. Gonna have to do some over here and everything else, but it's going to take some calculations, where the track plan's at, and where my braces need to actually be installed. So that's going to take a little bit more time and custom engineering. So on to the next steps. So if this is your first time visiting DaBob's N-Scale ManCave, consider subscribing down below. Also ring that bell down below to get notified of future videos just like this one. Also, leave a comment. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and as always, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Till next time, ManCavians, happy model railroading. You stay off those tracks. Bye.